Good morning, Pioneers. My name is Connor Morrison.
My name is Justice Cullivan. Welcome to the Grid. Let's start off with the show with a quick recap for the start of the soccer season.
One nation, under God.
The boys' soccer team has played 3 games so far, winning against Bishop Watterson and Westerville North 1-0, and continuing their hot start with a 2-0 win against DeSales. The boys face off against Thomas Worthington tomorrow at 7:15. Make sure to be there and be loud.
The girls' team has started off the season strong with a blowout win against Lexington 5-1 and followed it up with another impressive win over Westerville North 4-1.
High school football season starts up today. Connor and I will be getting into our pick'ems later. But for now, the boys' first game is at Maryville tonight at 7 p.m. The theme is Orange Out.
With that being said, let's throw it over to Alex with an exclusive interview with Mr. Schrader, our new head coach of football. Alex?
Thanks, Connor, and thank you, Mr. Strader, for spending some of your time with us today. How long have you been coaching football, and where did you coach before you coached at Orange?
I've been coaching for about 15 years. I was at Lipsick High School, my alma mater, that's where I started, and I went to Lima Senior, and then I coached for a little bit at the school on Home Road, and then I became a head coach at Allen East, and then Granville, and then back in the district here.
What is it like moving from one football program to another, and how have you and the other coaches had to deal with that change?
It's always an interesting dynamic because you don't know people. You get to coaching so much about relationships, and you don't have those yet. So it takes time to build that, and you kind of don't know what you're going to get until we're in the thick of things, and kids are playing, and it's high intense, high emotional game. So we start to build those relationships, and I think they start to really form as you develop and as you go through the season. So everyone's different, and I'm excited to see what our guys can do tonight.
And what are you most optimistic about for this football season?
It's just been a lot of fun. I'm optimistic because our kids have been outstanding. Our coaches have been great. It's been fun coming to practice every day. They're working hard. They're doing everything we ask. So I think it's going to be a fun year, and I'm just excited to be here and coach these guys. And I think that's if I was looking at one thing optimistically, it was how receptive the community and the players have been to myself.
And how has practice looked like the past couple weeks in order to get ready for the season?
It's been good. We're trying to figure out who we are and figure out kids, and you can only figure out so much through practice. But I think we have a good idea of what we're going to be about, and the kids have done really well. But it's been a lot of work, but they're responding really well, and it's been fun.
All right. Thanks again for spending some of your time with us. That's all for today, Pioneers, and now back to the desk.
Thanks, Alex. Wednesday was a busy day for the Pioneer sports. Girls tennis traveled to Bexley on the start of their season, winning 3-2. Boys golf traveled to Eagle Sticks to face Pickerington North. And finally, girls field hockey kicked off the season at home, winning against Dublin Kaufman, winning 2-0. Goals from Megan Schrader and Ava Hanna.
Now, with the start of high school football season, let's get into our first Pioneer Pick'ems.
First of all, I just want to say, Connor, it is great to be back.
It is.
I'm so excited for this year. It's going to be a great year. It's your senior year, my junior year. I'm so excited. We got some great pick'ems, some great games to start off this high school season. And one of them I'm going to get to commentate, which I'm super excited about. We got Olentangy Orange versus Marysville tonight at 7 o'clock.
Absolutely. Should be a good one. Obviously, the first game of the season is going to be electric for any team. Me personally, I'm predicting that it's most likely going to be a win for Orange. I like the confidence of our new coach that we just saw on the interview. The team has a lot of star-studded players on the offense. So with that being said, I think that Orange takes this one hopefully pretty handily.
I've heard a lot about Taryn coming off of that collarbone break last year, and he is dangerous and a much better player than he was last year. And we already saw how lethal he was last year. I'm super excited to see him and Levi have a great connection this year. I'm so excited to see where this Orange team goes. So I'm going to also go with the Nears in this game, blowing Marysville out. See you later. On to the next game.
Absolutely. I love the confidence there.
Yeah, you got to have it. The next game, we got Olentangy versus Liberty, a big rivalry game. The first game out the gates, they got a big rivalry matchup. Liberty was not great last year. Mm-hmm. They struggled in a lot of games. So Olentangy, Grunkemeyer left their star quarterback. He's off to Penn State to play backup for the rest of his career behind Drew Aller because he is never starting over him. Anyway, Olentangy, they lost a lot of their best players. A lot of their players are seniors, but they do have some great. Still got some great players on that Olentangy team. I don't know too much about Liberty, but I'm going to take Tangy in this game. I think it will be a good game, and I'm super excited to see that one too.
Yeah.
The final score.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Liberty just has been okay in the past couple football seasons. Tangy's been a pretty well-rounded football team. I think they won 9 of their 10 games in the regular season last year. They have a star wide receiver in Jackson Wiley. He's obviously the kind of keynote of that offense. He's what's looked at the most. I'm not sure how well their defensive playing style is, but I think that, just with the offensive firepower that Olentangy has, I'm also going to take Olentangy in that district rivalry game.
Yeah, and then the final game, we got Berlin versus DeSales. This game's going to be interesting. Berlin was also a pretty solid team, if I remember correctly, last year. Of course, DeSales only really no player I can think of off the top of my head is R.J. Day, Ryan Day's son. He's playing quarterback. Be interested to see how far he makes it in his football career. I'm going to take Berlin, though. They were a great team last year. They had a good defense. I think and DeSales just doesn't jump off the page at all at me. I look at Berlin, that's a good team. Look at DeSales, I'm like, okay, that's a team, So I just don't really see DeSales having the firepower to hold up with the Olentangy team.
Yeah, I agree, and I actually have some insider knowledge. I know some people at DeSales. They say, they've got some expectations. It's not very high expectations. Their team isn't looking as great as it has looked in the past couple seasons. They lost a lot of their seniors. So, with that insider knowledge, I'm also going to take Berlin. Berlin has been a powerhouse in high school football ever since they were established. Orange, unfortunately, hasn't won a game against them yet in the past couple years. I think that, yet again, I wouldn't be surprised at all if they come out scoring high, not letting the team that they're playing against DeSales score a lot of points. So I'm going to take Berlin there as well. So we've got, the same picks for this week. That's pretty uncommon. Usually we've got 1 or 2 disagreements. So
which is very telling. You should bet on what we're saying because, both of us agreeing, that's what's going to happen.
Absolutely.
So, I'm super excited for this football season.
Super excited for the season. So glad to be back here in the studio doing Pioneer Pick'ems with you. Let's get this show wrapped up. One final reminder that the first Football Friday night is tonight. The boys are playing against Marysville tonight at 7 p.m., and the theme is Orange Out. Make sure to come out and support the team for their first home game. That's all for the sports this week. Thank you for tuning in to our first show of the year. I'm Connor Morrison.
And I'm Justice Colvin. Make sure to wash your Nears in action this week. Roll Nears, and see you next week on the grid.